The Man in the Suit. An analog horror that emerged about 6 or so months ago, and it features a very simple premise of a man getting stuck within a suit. But this is definitely one of those situations where it's a don't judge a book by its cover moment. This analog horror just took the internet by storm with its interesting ideas and depictions about what was going on during this time period. What was happening to the man in the suit? Well, there's some new videos, and we need to react to them. So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here, and welcome back to The Man in the Suit. This is a series created by unknowingly a very talented individual. If you guys haven't seen this series before, you can check back on my channel. We have reacted to this already. There's around 3 more videos we're going to be watching today, but if you guys have forgotten what The Man in the Suit even is, let me try and recap a little bit so you guys remember the lore for what this is. So the series began with a man being hired basically to play Godzilla within a suit, but as time went on, he for some reason began to merge with this suit and even act like the beast itself. That is a bad thing, and you'd hate to be in that situation, but the man almost seemed to not enjoy but accept what was happening and almost act like Godzilla. He became dangerous, lethal to be around, but still the company wanted to keep him on board. He was of course an actor that would appear in shows, and being this Godzilla character acting like him, it's like the company, they felt like they had the perfect cast role. I mean, they couldn't get him out of the suit anyway. So during this time, they would still have him on camera fighting against other beasts, but the man in the suit would take it way too serious, like his mind had been almost corrupted. Let's say another person in a suit that were trying to battle down with him, he saw them as an actual enemy, so you would really get the best performance out of him, and I mean literally. And when he seemed to attack them or bite them or something, it would almost initiate like them to merge with other suits, so other people would become trapped within these costumes and they might suffer the same fate. So that pretty much briefs up to where we are. There's a lot of small details that I have missed out, and that's because like you really do need to watch this series to understand every part of it to follow along perfectly. So again, my video where we covered this is linked down below. You should watch that if you haven't seen the series before. We ended last time watching the Masura suit incident. It was like someone was acting within a moth, and then there was a actor instead of like a larvae to wriggle. So the man in the suit bit the larva actor, and then he escaped the facility. They then got him back, but when they returned, it's almost like the larva began to actually become like a pupae. It was mutating. It was like metamorphosizing to become an actual moth monster. Again, like a real thing. Dang, that was a big intro, right? We just recapped the whole story pretty much. Really looking forward to this. If you guys do enjoy this video as well, I think you know exactly what to do, but let's go ahead and get this man, the man in the suit. He's apparently back. This first video we're watching is called 7 Updates 1964, so this might give like a lot of backstory about what we saw happen in all of the other tapes that we've seen so far. I wouldn't mind this, to be honest. It might add a lot of context to what we're seeing here, so let's go ahead and check this thing out. Oh my, yo, look at this description. Okay, let's take a read. This is what I heard from the conversation. We already made our deal whenever it bit onto the Anguri's actor. Yeah, but we as the company don't want this anymore. It's too late. It was your fault. You made the second movie, then the one after that. Yeah, I get it, but why even keep it alive? Why do we have to keep it? That is classified information. But why must we keep it? If we took it and someone sees the abomination, both of us are going to fall. But if you do it, we will be in your favor. We don't want to scare the public. Interesting. Besides, the deal was that we keep quiet if you supply us enough yen for your kaiju movies. What I'm confused about is whenever you took him to do audio tests on him in 1956, there was a tape that was misplaced with the speech that angered him. It was some sort of misinput. Are you positive? Yes. Why must you make our company associated with it? Like the logo and everything? Didn't I tell you the answer? I apologize. Forgiven. Just wanted to inform you that we have a script in works about a movie with a 3-headed monster. And if you have another incident, don't worry, this costume will be fitted with some puppeteering. Thicker skin made of a material that he can't chomp on, so we will be good. Good, and if another incident happens, you will be struck to make another suit for Ghidorah. Hire a new suit actor, make sure that suit is sanitized and clean. And what would you do with the man in the suit? And that's classified information. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting then, because they said they reinforced the suit, but I guess if there's an incident, there was a weakness somewhere. Okay, so this is the several updates. I've gotten several updates on what had happened after the Masura incident. With the moth, I would like to know the follow-up there, to be honest. Like, I feel like that's really good. 7 important things happened during that. This ambience, it's creepy. The spy had passed by a room where a Tubbo executive and a government figure were talking. So Tubbo is the film company, so that might be what we transcribed below. It was the Toho employee. They were talking about the current state on the matter. Yeah, like Ghidorah's starting to get loose, transforming actors into abominations. That's their life, you know? Talking about the cocoon, the current state Ghidorah was in, the news, etc. Lots of ground to cover. The most important detail I got from that was that I finally knew who was helping them along with hiding this. Yeah, the Ghidorah, they didn't want it out in public, but they wanted him kept alive. Like, they were using him to do the acting because he was so good. Second was the cocoon. The cocoon, or chrysalis, was forming in one of the warehouses that stored props for the filmmaking. So, like, what are they gonna do, right? Taking over the space as it, and when it hatches, like, Gosh, they got people to try and take it off, but when touching the cocoon, it sprayed an orange gas that flooded the room, presumably being something radioactive or poisonous. Yep. We hear that. Because I think the man in the suit was also radioactive. That's how when he bites things, I think it gets through. Thankfully, no one got hurt. They evacuated the warehouse, and instead of removing it, they want to keep it? Studying purposes? What? I'm very agitated about this whole situation. They are doing stupid little mistakes that ruin other people's lives. And like, for what though? It's like the scientists or the film crew, they are so just hell-bent on like experimenting further. We're like, oh, they've been bit. I mean, it's transforming. Let's just leave it to do its thing and see where we end up with it. The government are obviously in on this. They know about it, and they might even be also like aiding them along the way with doing this, like these experiments. Maybe the government sees it as a potential weapon down the line, see what happened when Ghidorah broke out, because he threw up like some kind of hot boiling liquid. Anyway, thirdly, scientists or specialists arrive on the scene where the man in the suit released his blood. We were just talking about that, expecting the same puddle from before, but they were met with this. It changed over time? What happened? We should see this. This would be important to know. Come on, give us that reveal, man. You gotta show us. So it's like smoking. Look at that. What the heck's going on? So the ground turned into like a sludge almost. Like it got dense. Looks like lava, you know? We need some talk about this. Like, what actually is it though? It had gone so bad that they needed people in hazmat suits so they can come closer to the puddle. Was it radioactive then? Like anyone that got closest, like harming them or something? Hazmat suits, there they are. They got a lot as well. As they looked at the puddle, they realized they needed to shut down the area. So it was contagious. Would it destroy the whole forest or something? Whatever he released. They were too afraid to touch the substance, so they closed down the area. Yeah, when they like act like that, you know it's bad. Not even they will touch it, and they're ready equipped to almost deal with situations. Fourthly, someone at the scene of the puddle said that they could have seen an eyeball in the foaming puddle. They weren't too shocked to believe their claims, thinking it would have... Wait, what? Did it try and birth something? It spewed something out that was living? They weren't taking any chances, looking closer if they could find the eye in the puddle. What would it do? Wait, what? Hold up. Is the man in the suit still in there? What did he... They weren't successful for finding the eye in the puddle. The area around it was shut down. But why would they mention that detail if it wasn't important? Fifthly, I found out that they were going to make another movie despite what was going on. They just couldn't stop it, bro. They wanted the money to keep raining down on them. Had the perfect actor, a literal Godzilla. Sixth, I've gotten mail from one of my daughters. This must be coming from the person on the inside, right? What did they say? Have they heard about it? Did it spread out to public yet? There's the letter. Is that the letter, maybe? It's gotta be. What's she saying, right? To write, is she concerned? Oh, hold up. Me, mommy, you. Camera. Mom's the only one that looks kind of sad. Oh, who's that down the bottom? Look, there's a fourth kid. With the name censored. Why would they censor that? We miss you, Daddy. And they exclude the name again. They're holding. Look at that. They're hiding that. I have been worried about you. It was only supposed to be something, a movie. Are you sure? Are you okay? What's going on? So even they're starting to get suspect right now. Here's the cameraman. I miss them. Can you not return to them? Like, what's happening? What's holding you in place here? Something is causing this to, like, this dude not to be able to go home? Maybe the government are keeping all the crew on site by this point to... Yeah, I'm stuck here. Only here to show what happened. Yeah, knowing what happened, I think the government are holding them there willingly, right? Don't want to let the people that have seen this incident go down. I want to go home, but I can't. Man, this is tragic. Like, Toho, come on, you're ruining other people's lives. Last thing, I got updated and was getting a concept art for what the new monster would be like. The three-headed monster that we read about in the description. This time I'm going to try and intervene. Are you gonna be successfully able to, though? Like, maybe that's the incident. Hold up. Did something happen to this guy? I can't let this happen. Not for the third time, yeah? We had the suit, the initial one, then the moth, and now potentially we're at risk of a third one happening. And this is where he draws the line. He's like, nah, I've stepped my foot down here. Is that it for that one? Oh, that's the design. Look at that. Like a tri-headed flying beast. 3 heads, all breathing some kind of fire. It's not gonna go good. How do they not learn that dang lesson though? So knowing that the government is also involved in this, that might almost mean that like Toho's hands are tied behind their back. Like what more can they really do by this point? And it seems like now the whole company is locked down. Like everyone who is working on these movies has to stay. They are not allowed to go home and see their families. So it's just gonna be a continual cycle by this point. Like no one will ever be free from this company. The government is like feeding the company money as well. So it's just like, you know, who's ever gonna win here? It's like instance gonna happen time and time again. But now that does make me curious. Is the instant what happened with the last two, or is this one gonna be changed up? Because it does seem like the guy who gave that update might want to try and intervene. So maybe that might be the new instant. The next video here is called the Ghidorah suit instant 1964. So this is jumping ahead. Like the original suit instant happened like 9 years ago, I think. No, it happened 10 years ago. Check that out, bro. 1954. Well, dang. A simple translation as well reads, you can't kill God. All right, let's get to it, right? Breaking up. Okay, so there's Godzilla. Yep. This audio is broken as freak, bro. We hear this? Is that the moth?
Nothing the screen has ever shown before can surpass the thrills of Ghidorah, a three-headed monster.
There it is. The new incident, right? But it looks like the film still made it to the day. See the actors? Yeah, look at that. Woo! That's it. Look how it emerges, though. This audio. Can we fix this audio, man? It's bust up to free. It's kind of there, though. Oh, it's broken up to heck, though. Hang on a moment. That ambience just automatically makes me feel uneasy. It's like alien-like. Toho decided to be more careful and cautious during filming their next film. Then why didn't they just stop using the man in the suit and get a new actor or something? Come on! They were only careful up to a certain extent, right? Their plan was to make a semi-puppet, semi-suit. Their reasoning for this is to possibly confuse the man in the suit. So they were using him like a rabid animal by this point. A rabid animal, bro. It's not good. The risk is so high. Toho have been testing with new materials that would be resistant to heavy damage. Is it enough though? Is it resistant to like radiation and such? So that's what truly matters here. The materials, yeah, they don't want to see them what they are. That makes me think, did they not work or something? Are they not proud of showing that? Because why wouldn't they want to showcase what the materials were made of if it saved people? They don't want to save people, guys. The lower body would have this toughened material, but not the heads though. Got it. So the person in the suit would be in the bottom half, and the three heads would, control independently. I just thought, bro, what about if that thing does get, like, contagious, though, and the instant does happen? That person in that body, oh, man, they're gonna grow 3 freaking heads and fill... We stop thinking, we start watching, and we hope that doesn't happen. All right, let's just, cross our little pinkies. The head and neck, however, were made for puppeteering, meaning they wouldn't be made of the same material. Makes sense. Save money, right? Even though they probably should have done it. What is that? The other kaiju that were in the film were puppets. Learning from their mistakes from last time, the larvae for Mothra was now just a puppet. Okay, good. Need that. Look there. You see the puppet in the back too? Look at that. Heads bobbing up and down. This time I will intervene. So it's still about, it's written from the context of the guy in the previous video that we wrote. When he intervenes though. The freak is that? I know what that is, but like, really? You gotta say something. You can't just show me that and be quiet. Oh gosh. I know it sounds risky to go to a workplace with a shotgun, but this thing needs to be put down. Once and for all. No way. Dude, this is gonna go so bad. Oh, I already see it. He's gonna take the shot and it's gonna do nothing. It's gonna bounce off his skin. His appearance changes. I'm not sure how. It might even be Toho's doing. So, like, adding some new makeup, something new to the suit. The stench in that suit, by the way, is going to be absolutely rancid by this point. There you go. Toho's team were incredibly confident about this plan. Oh, were they now? It's breaking up a lot. I'll make sure I don't miss anything in the static. However, their confidence was put to the test. Yeah, during filming, like, you can be confident going in, but it's showtime. Did it work? Was they protected? Here's where we see it. They only had one last thing to film. The man in the suit was behaving properly because of heavy security. Like, policing him like an animal, guys, right? Tasering him, keeping him locked down in place if he moves ever so slightly out of line. What they wanted him to do. Whoa! The man in the suit couldn't possibly take a bite out of the suit act because of the toughened material. Dude, is it supposed to break up like this? It is! I was like, yo, is my thing breaking? My playback? We're gonna restart this? However, they have forgotten about one thing. Of course they did. The oversight. What did Toho forget, huh? According to how it was built, the neck and head were the most vulnerable parts. His head is real close, bro, and his arms too. All it takes is a little scrape on the skin, guys. The neck and head were supported by the suit actor's arms and hands, sorry. So the middle one, not so much. So the neck so they could stand upright. There was a contraption that makes it so the suit actor would pull on a lever and open the mouth of Ghidorah. I've got a bet. I can see how this is gonna go wrong, bro. So he's in the suit right there. One of the last shots, the man in the suit would just stay there, not moving. So Ghidorah would appear to have won, to give the illusion that he's actually beat Godzilla. But then he would start to shake violently. Was that in the script though? Is he gonna throw up again? Like that boiling liquid? The team on the set tried to do something, but the suit actor for Ghidorah got way too close. What happened if he's shaking violently? Is he about to unleash like a laser attack? The man in the suit would bite onto the head of Ghidorah. I mean, so far, it should be okay. The person in the suit next to Ghidorah is not close enough, you would think. But that's just hearsay. What actually happened? Yep, there it is. There's the chomp straight on Ghidorah's head. Look, there's like a liquid coming out the mouth, like the boiling liquid, right? Did it pour down the neck into the actor though? The man in the suit would puke the same red boiling substance from before in the Ghidorah suit. Oh my gosh, that's torture. That's brutal. The acidic substance ran through the suit actor's arms that supported the neck. Oh my gosh, guys, there were people on site in radioactive gear, and even they themselves didn't feel safe enough near it. It's too late. It's over. It's over for another person, another incident. Another tragic end to another person. This is when I started to enter the studio. However, some of the workers there were confused. By what? What was happening? The suit? You walking in with a shotgun though? Like what? They might be confused about me bringing a guitar case. The shotgun I brought being inside of it. To conceal it that way. Okay, you gotta do some talent, like, how are you gonna get past that, right? Without them inspecting it. What's the guitar case for? You better have the script prepared. They stopped me and asked the question, well, where have you been? It's how he answers. Does he say enough to reduce the suspicion? Or did he raise more alarms? I asked, wasn't I fired? Yes, he was. So he was fired, but he was still trapped within, like, the set. He wasn't allowed to see his family. You never were. He replied, wait, what? So he wait, that's confusing. Okay, like, what do they mean by that? He was never fired. He thought he was, but they said he wasn't, though? Camera operator. Is that Godzilla's head biting onto it? As I barged through, ignoring their comment, I realized that the set they were in had a power box in the room at the back. Oh, is that top-down view? He must have noticed me because after puking his acidic blood in the head of the Ghidorah suit, he faced the did he trip the power? It happened so fast. What did he do? Did he see the gun? Did he know his intentions? He must have. What happened though? Oh, whoa, check this! Is this the studio? Yo, he's being chased down by the man in the suit. Look at this! Woo! Where would you go? Oh my goodness, bro, this place is weird. It's like abandoned almost. Dark. Oh, the power box was stripped, that's why. All you can do is run away from it. Woo! Can you see it? I think there was a face outline there, so it was following him through the halls. Was that the shot? Guys, I don't know. Someone ran up though, got the camera, yep. I think a shot just happened. Did he hit? Because I only heard one set of footsteps after that shot. What am I seeing? There he is, that's it. Looks like he got it, holy crap. So that's it? Is the man in the suit dead? Guys, I don't know. I highly doubt it. Something tells me this dude's gonna regenerate. It's like walking out, what is this? What the freak am I looking at? I can't even tell. It's like he's lifted his head up again. It didn't stop him. Oh my, how do you stop it? Bro, this dude's gone. What of the actor? There's so many loose ends, guys. So many loose ends. The freak am I even looking at? Is that the suit? Where's the head? Which suit? Right? Like, what am I looking at? Oh my gosh, I don't even know by this point, bro. I have no idea. Oh, look, it's moving. It's twitching up. Yeah, there he goes again. Is it rejuvenating the flesh that was burst off? Rebuilding itself to become alive and one again? The freak is that? I don't even know what that is. It's like a liquid. Is that people in that? I don't know. Am I seeing shapes and things that don't exist? What of this, right? What of this? I don't know what that translates to, guys. I'm hoping the comments have got my back. And that's it. What the freak just happened right there? That ending was like so confusing. Yeah, so it looks like, again, the man in the suit is really struck. And this time we've learned 2 new things. Number 1, if you shoot the man in the suit, he's going to regenerate and just come back. So even using a gun, destroying the head, it just builds it back up. All of the thoughts, the conscious, it's still there again. Second of all, is the vomit that came into, that went into the other suit, is that going to take that suit over as well? With the radiation, will it pass from one to another? Because another important note is that, like, in the mush that was vomited last time, people say they saw an eye in the puddle. Like, what does that mean, though? Some other stuff in the video here, this actually says, I think, new corpses to play with or new victims to play with. So that must be directly referring from the Ghidorah and what he would say. And then at the very end here, where we see that text that flashes on the screen for just a moment, that says, you can't kill a god. That coming after we saw the regeneration happen. So I just question what happened now for the Ghidorah suit. What happened to the person within? And, like, what is Toho gonna do this time? What more can they really do to cover up their tracks? Because, like, it seems unstoppable. Whatever they're trying to do, it's like the Godzilla actor, he just generates something new that he can do to bypass any safety procedures. Like, they can't play like this anymore, bro. It's not safe. Just checking through the comments. So people are talking about this frame here. So his appearance changes. I'm not sure how, but it might be Toho's doing. So that could actually be in reference. Is Toho actually trying to, like, attack or dismember or destroy this Godzilla suit? And then obviously it regenerates back. So that might be what it kind of like alluding to there. With the appearance changing, it's like they attack Godzilla, do some more damage to the man inside of the suit, it regenerates, and that might be Toho's doing something. They might be trying to take him out. Maybe the government is even trying to kind of coax Toho to do it. Like, we know that the government is talking with them. Could be some experiments where they're doing things to this, this guy in the costume. They realize this could be a new weapon that the government could use or something like that. And so they got to keep him alive, but they got to push the limits on what they test with this. Who knows? Looking at this last shot too, it's like you can see the Ghidorah's heads completely changed up. Like this one on the far left, like what is even happening here? It's like, is it mutating? I don't know what's going on, guys, because you got to think the head is here, the arms are in each of these, so it's like, what really will become of this now? Because this could be very, very bad for the company, and also, like, pretty soon they're not going to be able to cover this up. It's going to get too bad. I mean, it's already kind of there. Like, in the last tapes, like, we learned Godzilla would break out, so, like, ugh, it's not good. Yeah, once again, another add-on to the story. It's like, I'm posing so many different thoughts and ideas, but do any of them really account to anything? Like, is anything I said even actually building, or is it factual? Probably not. That's the curious thing, though. Like, with the Ghidorah suit, we basically got no explanation. Nothing was closed off about this case, which means that we're gonna need a follow-up at some point to talk more about what happened after. Like, we still got the moth, like, in the warehouse. What the freak is going on with that now? Crazy. I didn't think I'd be talking this much about this, guys. Like, I thought this might be a shorter video, but here we are, man. I'm still rambling. I thought we was reacting to 3 videos. It turns out it was just 2 from Unknowingly, but my gosh, did that spark my brain to start really analyzing a lot. Guys, hopefully you did enjoy this. I do like to wait a bit so at least there's more than 1 video to react to. Like, I'll probably do the same again, like, wait, maybe, I don't know, a couple of months. There's 3 to 4 videos that are actually on the page so we can follow up with the story properly. Hey, let me know what you think, guys. Maybe I missed some stuff here. And again, if you haven't seen the original Man in the Suit, I've reacted to it on my channel. You can check the link down below, or check out Unknowingly's channel if you really want to just get a good look about what the base experience is without me rambling all the time. But alright, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Apologies if I kind of sound stuffy. Like, I love summer. Like, yay, hay fever, great. But if you guys did enjoy this video, why not drop me that like rate? And hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more videos just like this one right here? So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Of course, if you did enjoy, like, I have a shotgun doesn't deal with this dude. Like, what hope we got by this point, huh?